It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And up next are the Texans' sure-handed wide receiver. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Texans and the Saints, and it's all up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup, but with how good they have been, it's not often that we can say they come into a game truly facing a challenge. But Charles, that's the case this week.
Absolutely. What a challenge it is, because they're now coming into this one, and they don't exactly have a clear advantage, something that they usually possess in every game they play with the way that they throw the football. I can't wait to see if they change things, if they emphasize different things than we've seen throughout this season, how they go about trying to move the ball downfield.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
The first throw, here's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that throw. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Winston to give. It's Kamara. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second. To throw is Winston. He'll find Parrott. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of the game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Winston on 3rd and 2. There's Chris Olave, and he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Here's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. It'll be a gain of 12, but he'll also lead to 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
To throw is Turner on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Harrington, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. The Texans at 4-5, a game under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
That's
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrington. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And here's Turner off the play fake. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Turner. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably saying, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow. This was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Winston. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To the air again with Winston. And Thomas has it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Winston. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Complete to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Turner on 3rd down. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I get a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2nd down and 8. On 2nd down, it's Harrington, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrington, and he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Turner now throwing on 4th down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And he's got room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Winston now. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Jameis now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
He completes it to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jones has it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. Derrick Henry, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. Next, we head out to check out another game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Deontay Johnson, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jaguars trying to hold on and claim victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. These 2 clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Turner. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their mobile quarterback keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now Winston. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jameis to throw it. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Winston now to throw on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 3rd down, it's Harrington, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Harrington. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Young came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Operating from the gun, Turner. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
On second down now, it's Harrington, and he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrington, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Winston. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 17. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Well, Charles, just impressive in all three phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
A first down throw for Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
On 1st and 10, Winston.
Olave over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. First down, Winston. And this is incomplete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harrington. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, it's Harrington. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complementary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
It's so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Texans, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4.